On the news this evening, Federal University Gusau joins ASU two-week warning strike despite government's threat. Local governments in Zamfara receive awards for outstanding performance in primary healthcare delivery. Plus, rainstorm causes damage to tertiary institutions as management seeks urgent intervention. Assalamu alaikum, a very good evening and welcome to NTA Gusau News. Today being Monday, the 21st of Rabiul Thani 1447 after Hijrah, which is equivalent to the 13th of October 2025. I am Halir Muhammad Umar with the full text of the bulletin saying thank you for being there. The Academic Staff Union of Universities ASU says it will proceed with the two-week warning strike despite the federal government's threat to impose a no-work, no-pay policy on its members. ASU chairman at the Federal University Gusau, Dr. Abdurrahman Adamu, stated this while speaking with NTA News on the matter. Correspondent Muhammad Ansaidu reports.
The Academic Staff Union of Universities ASU said there is no going back on its planned two-week warning strike scheduled to commence from the 13th of October 2025, despite the federal government's threat of no work, no pay policy. Speaking with the NTA News about the action, the chairman ASU branch of the Federal University Gusau, Dr. Abdurrahman Adamu, stated that the action remains the only option for them because of the federal government's failure to honor the series of agreements reached with the union on several occasions.
We are not afraid of no work, no pay. What we are saying is that let the right thing be done. But if you are afraid of government or maybe stopping your salary or whatever, are we even living better? What is even the salary doing for you? Salary that cannot even take care of you and the family for a week? Let them go ahead and stop the salary. We don't care about that. All we want is that let the right thing be done. The system must survive.
Dr. Adamu noted that the ASU struggle is in the interest of the education sector of the country while stating some of the demands of the union as non-funding of university, poor remuneration of lecturers and non-implementation of promotion as well as payment of arrears among other things. Dr. Adamu, however, called on the public, particularly parents and students, to exercise patience because the action is meant to save the system from total collapse.
Our children are also here studying in the system. So we won't want the system to crash. And that is why, because we want the best to them, the best for them, the best for ourselves, we want them to get the best from the system and want the government to do their job. We will also do our job to see that we give them the best.
Meanwhile, the student union government SUG expressed concern over the problem and called for amicable resolution of the dispute to avoid disruption of the academic calendar. Muhammad Ansaidu, NTA News.
Zamfara State Governor Dauda Lawal has reaffirmed the state government's commitment to continuing its partnership with the National Emergency Management Agency, NEMA. The governor stated this at the 2025 International Day for Disaster Risk Reduction and the launch of the related strategy held at the NAP Conference Center in Abuja. A statement by the governor's spokesperson, Suleiman Bala Idris, revealed that Vice President Kashim Shettima, GCON, led the official launch of NEMA's Strategic Plan 2025 to 2029, the Disaster Risk Reduction DRR Strategy 2025 to 2030, and the Action Plan 2025 to 2028. The statement added that the event with the theme Fund Resilience, Not Disaster, gathered all stakeholders across Nigeria. In his goodwill message, Governor Lawal praised NEMA for organizing a timely dialogue and for their dedication to enhancing Nigeria's disaster risk management framework. Governor Lawal further added that Zamfara faces many disasters and emergencies, both natural and man-made, such as insecurity, fires, displacement, mining shaft collapses, floods, and other adverse effects of climate change, among others. He reaffirmed that the theme of this year's International Day for Disaster Risk Reduction, Fund Resilience Not Disasters, must be transformed into concrete plans during the round table. The Zamfara state government has reaffirmed its commitment to strengthening healthcare delivery systems across the state. The state acting governor, Mani Malam Mummuni, stated this during the local government area primary healthcare leadership challenge for local government chairman. Our correspondent Bello Sani Maradun has the details.
The Primary Healthcare Leadership Challenge for Local Government Chairmen, organized by Zamfara, the Primary Healthcare Vote, is aimed at promoting accountability, healthy competition, and improved service delivery across all local government areas of the state. Speaking at the event, the State Acting Governor Mani Malam Mumuni described the initiative as a strategic effort to address leadership gaps within the primary healthcare system and reaffirmed the present administration's commitment to improving healthcare service across Zamfara state.
On this note, on behalf of Zamfara state government, I wish to congratulate the victorious local government areas for putting their best in this challenge and assure that the state government will do everything possible to ensure that primary healthcare services are delivered to every community in affordable, accessible, and secure environment.
The State Commissioner for Health, represented by the Permanent Secretary Malam Bashir Surajo, said the leadership challenge was introduced to ensure that local government chairmen are contributing in primary healthcare programs in their respective areas. He emphasized that effective leadership at the local government level is crucial to enhancing access to quality health services, especially in rural communities.
Executive Chairman, let this be a turning point. Let it be said that under your watch, primary health care in your local government came alive. Let us rise to this challenge, not for accolades, but for impact.
In his remark, the Executive Secretary of the Zamfara State Primary Healthcare Board, Dr. Hussein Anka, explained that the initiative is designed to assess and reward performing local governments based on their level of commitment to health-related activities, stressing that the successes of the initiative largely depends on the participation and supervision of local government chairmen.
The participation of every local government and the commitment of the local government chairman by giving or hosting an enabling environment to our healthcare staff in all the various LGEs. So with this, we thank you all and we appreciate your participation.
Algon chairman, who is the chairman of Zurmi local government area, expressed his colleagues' readiness to support the board's visions and pledged to mobilize health workers and communities toward achieving better health outcomes. High points of the event include the presentation of awards and prizes to the best performing local government areas across the state. Gusau Bello Sani Maradun, NTA News.
Participants at a special radio show commemorating the 2025 International Day of the Girl Child have emphasized the need for collective action to promote girls' education, health, and well-being. The show, broadcast on Zamfara Radio Service, highlighted challenges girls face and potential solutions. The report. The radio show, organized by the Zamfara State Media Corporation in collaboration with the Adolescent Girls Initiative for Learning and Empowerment Agile, was to raise awareness about the importance of the International Day of the Girl Child and the need to promote her education, health, and overall well-being. The Live On In program, which featured some officials of the Agile project in Zamfara and female students, including a representative of people with disabilities, discussed ways to promote the development of girls in the society.
The importance of the International Day of the Girl Child is to identify the challenges our young girls face and with a view to taking measures towards addressing or mitigating such challenges.
The participants also shared insights on the challenges girls face, including access to education, health, and other barriers, stressing the need for collective action to overcome them.
This is the first year of Agile implementation in Zamfara State, and we have been able to renovate a number of schools and have been able to provide a number of learning aids to students with special need, and a lot of books and other learning materials were distributed across the state, and a lot is being done, and still the Agile project having started a new construction. So in fact this is the first year, and Agile is a 5-year project, and so many more are coming towards uplifting the standard of education in Zamfara State.
The Alternative Education Officer for Agile Binta Gusau and her counterpart for social norms Maimunatu Adamu Dankongila, who further highlighted the importance of girls' education and empowerment, noted that over 2,000 young girls are currently undergoing vocational training to become self-reliant.
If you know that some young girls are facing a lot of challenges, especially they are denied access to education, make sure that the stakeholders do the needful to make sure that those girls are no longer denied access to education, and if they face some challenges such as GBV, gender-based violence, and other challenges among the society, should do the needful and make sure that the life of these young girls are protected accordingly.
The participants, particularly the students, used the program to appeal to the state government to provide well-equipped laboratories, instructional materials, and ensure fencing of their schools for improved teaching and learning. The radio show emphasized the need to support girls' development and leadership. In Gusau, Halil Muhammad Umar, NTA News. Rainstorm has wreaked havoc on some facilities at the Federal University Gusau as management of the institution appeals for urgent intervention from the relevant authorities. Correspondent Jamil Ibrahim Gusau reports that classes, laboratories and the central library were worst hit by the disaster. His report.
Also affected by the disaster are the ongoing completion of the Agric Lecture Theatre building and that of the Central Library, whose newly completed roofings were also ripped off and damaged by the rainstorms.
The assessment is quite enormous in the sense that as you have went round, you've seen what is there, it's quite heavy in the sense that the burden of taking the effort to repair those damages are quite demanding financially. It will run into millions of naira, which I believe it will have a serious bearing on the university financial strength.
Now, how does the incident alter the normal operation of the university?
Little it has, but we don't know what if you're not attended, it will surely affect, because the library is there, the laboratories, it will affect practicals, and the classrooms also will affect lectures. But if attended to, surely it will address such concerns.
Professor Moi, on behalf of the university management, also makes a passionate appeal to the relevant authorities.
They are thinking of a window through the Tertiary Education Trust Fund, the TED Fund. When we compile the gravity of the situation, then the university management will approach TED Fund so that at least some interventions can be offered in terms of disaster. This is a disaster, a natural disaster, and in such respect, I believe the TED Fund will look into it. We need urgent interventions from the relevant authorities, stakeholders in this race. This is a university that has a positive impact to the community, to the society, and to the nation at large. So a situation like this, we really need interventions from stakeholders, from agencies responsible like NEMA and what have you. It's a good one in the right direction.
Meanwhile, the affected structures are now unfit for use. At the university, management struggles to mitigate the negative effects of the disaster and to get alternative spaces with a view to ensuring that academic activities are not disrupted, pending when the appropriate renovations and repairs are carried out.
And that report concludes NTA Gusau News tonight. Thank you for watching, and wassalamu alaikum.